How a narcissist manipulates you when they think they can't control you. A narcissist may resort to these tactics if they judge that you will be difficult to control. It's general knowledge that most narcissists have a few common traits. When their own intentions fail, how far will typical narcissists go to make up for it? When everything is laid bare and everyone is exactly where you want them to be, what can we anticipate when the narcissist's hold fades on a loved one? First thing first, if you like this video or think others would too, please consider subscribing to my channel. Again, the content of this video is not meant to serve as a substitute for medical advice or treatment. Let's get started with this. Due to their preoccupation with their own feelings and the approval of others, narcissists have a hard time taking constructive criticism. They may resort to manipulative behavior as a result of their inability to empathize. And let's be honest here. We've all done something along these lines, maybe not quite so severe, but close enough. However, these traits are typical of pathological narcissists in their inherent character. With such a vengeful nature, they have every cause to fear what may happen if their secret gets out. Narcissists' actions are always a complete mystery to others around them. Knowing how a narcissist would behave if they felt they'd lost control over you is rather easy to predict if you've ever had even a passing acquaintanceship with one or come from a narcissistic household. This is to be expected, given the narcissist's need for constant affirmation from others. They have no foundation on which to build a comprehension of the universe, and thus of themselves. Those who are desperate for approval and appreciation will turn to any means necessary, including bullying, threatening, intimidating, and humiliating others to acquire what they want, which can be unrealistic. Envy and humiliation constantly plague their minds, and the oddest part is that they often engage in unpleasant behaviors to hide these emotions. It's common for cruel people, those who ignore, reject, punish, cheat, mock, etc., to find themselves alone. Many narcissists find themselves in isolation due to their toxic personality traits. When they lose control over someone, they can only resort to a small number of predetermined reactions. They might even make a personal effort to make amends with you. Certainly, but perhaps not in terms of the damage they've done. They feel regret because of the current situation they find themselves in, specifically the loss of a significant source of supply. They feel terrible about being left all alone. They're embarrassed that their secret has been revealed. Alternatively, they could offer an explanation before apologizing, as in, "It's not me, it's my anxiety. It's not up to me to decide why I'm sick. I've been addicted to this substance, and it's destroying my ability to control my behavior. Since you also said something to me years ago that struck a nerve and caused me much pain, please accept my apologies." That line may be similar to some of you. Whether it's been a day or a week, most narcissists forget their apologies and return to being rude and unrepentant. Repeatedly, narcissists fall back on their old ways of behaving. Highly skilled narcissists have little difficulty switching up their strategy and instead come up with fresh takes on their old school crime. It's the same taste, just with a new setup. Instead of apologizing, they can act as if they're attempting to reason with you. Think of them adopting the grey rock method of addressing questions with a single word, or the no-contact policy of just stopping to respond to any questions. Sending a text or email with the words, "I've no idea what I've done to hurt you, but I'll always love you," is a typical form of apologizing for past wrongdoings and assuring the recipient of one's eternal love. Expect a lot of mumbled threats such as, "I'll be sure to spread the word about how you really are. Nonetheless, I hope you know how strongly I feel about you." If you ever get a message like that, or if someone begs you to give them another chance with an apology or tears, and you're considering it, I won't try to dissuade you, but I will suggest that you consider your past relationships with this person. They can only say sorry so many times before you stop caring. The total amount probably wasn't that high, but how many were there? After the apologies were made, the unpleasant conduct stopped. Is that true? I think it's not, because narcissists don't change. If this is how things have always gone, then why should this time be any different? Second, when they are caught in a lie, narcissists rarely, if ever, offer an apology. They are either unable or unwilling to acknowledge their own deficiencies, misjudgments, mistakes, or limits, and hence cannot or will not admit their damaging actions to you or anyone else. As a rule, there are numerous unfounded accusations. They'll change what you said or did, or say you said something you didn't. Make up tales that will have people misjudging your true motives and character. If you've been together for a while, your narcissistic ex might have mastered the art of manipulation and gaslighting. You might even question your sanity if it appears that other people believe more in the narcissist rather than you. Although covert narcissists may give the impression of humility and contrition to outsiders, they're so good at running this black campaign. Third, if they haven't already, they might start reaching out to people you know outside of the relationship to express their genuine caring for them. Typical excuse. For a narcissist, the most important thing in the world is making sure they have complete power over their immediate environment. Notifying people that they haven't heard from them in a while, expressing concern, or mentioning a newfound interest in a topic that relates to them. Once the narcissist has joined the team, they'll instantly bond with everyone else there. They may make an effort to reach out to them in person by sending greeting cards, making phone calls, or extending invitations to social events. Narcissists are always trying to prove that they are good individuals who deserve respect, despite how they may initially appear to others. Additionally, this provides the narcissist with a wide range of positive results. The objective is to get flying monkeys, or the victim's trusted friends and family, to spy on them. Yes, to spy on you. Narcissists use the help of these individuals to keep an eye on you and gather intelligence about you. The major goal is to intimidate the victim into submission or to maintain control over the victim so that the abuser can continue to inflict harm. It's a strategy that helps the narcissist control their own and others' reactions to the situation. Narcissism is destructive because it eats away at its target from the inside out and then, if that doesn't work, seeks to destroy it from the outside in. Number 4 on the list, to make matters worse, they'll use the projection technique on their victims. Narcissists frequently turn to emotionally blackmailing their victims into accepting blame for the narcissist's bad behavior. When a narcissist loses a loved one or close friend, they may try to exploit their feelings of sadness, shame, and humiliation to get others to feel sorry for them. That's quite bold, don't you think? They will stop at nothing in their quest to gain other people's pity and sympathy for their own selfish ends by any means necessary. They will continue to beg, cry, whine, be angry, etc. until the victim expresses regret for their feelings. I frequently use the expression, "they wet the bed and blame the blanket," when referring to a situation like this. And fifth, they're becoming vindictive and petty. Every problem seems to have a root in you. The narcissist will say, "You have no right to try to read my mind. You have no right to decide that you no longer wish to tolerate my acts." Bear in mind that narcissists believe everything is about them, and that their victims deserve everything they got from them. Some folks just have a natural tendency for destructive or aggressive actions. They could spread damaging rumors about you. Data, assets, and information could be intentionally withheld if it's in their favor. Whatever they believe will restore their dominance over their targets, they'll not hesitate to do. That they should show by example to their victims how to behave properly. 6. They may attempt to develop a trauma bond if they are unable to sustain their deception, control, or threat. Narcissists often normalize their abusive conduct, leading their victims to believe it's normal. People would think the victim of emotional abuse may appear to be totally reliant on the narcissist. They may be emotionally or monetarily reliant. For instance, raising a family together increases the likelihood that the couple will spend a lot of time together, no matter how toxic it is. Maybe they have become too dependent on their abuser and can never break free. A physical cause, such as a health issue, is also a possibility. If there isn't already a trauma bond between you and the narcissist, he or she will try to create one by bringing up horrific experiences you've both been through. If one already existed, they would strengthen it in every way they could to prevent you from escaping or acting independently. All in all, These behaviors and attitudes may be displayed by a narcissist who feels they are losing control over another person. There's obviously a lot more to it than that. So, if you have something to add to the conversation regarding this issue, please do so in the comment area below. If you like this video and don't want to miss any of my future uploads, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell button. Thank you very much.